Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Yo guys, what is up? We got the AEW tonight from Columbus, Ohio. So we got guys from the Hardcore Sports Network. We got my guy Earl and we got my guy Jeff in the bottom. How you guys doing?
We're good. Well, I'm doing good, Mitch. This has been a long, arduous week, work-wise, but wrestling-wise, everything is coming up with daisies. For the WWE, and now AEW has some shoes to fill.
Oh my God. And Jeff, how about you?
I couldn't have said I can't say it any better than the way Earl said it right now. Wrestling landscape has changed a lot. WWE is stepping up their game. They actually had one of the best ratings on their Raw show and on their NXT show. So AEW has got to start picking it up, and they got to have themselves a hell of a show tonight to keep up pace because WWE's coming. But either way, as wrestling fans, we should all be excited for what the future's coming. What's going on, Normal Guy? Good to see you tonight. And thank you, everybody, for coming by the stream.
Yes, sir. We're also live on the Hardcore Sports Network. That is right. So go over there, leave a like, and leave a comment over there. What is up, Randy? What is up, my guy? If you want to come in, man, you're more than welcome. And here's Orange Cassidy in the ring now. And Jay Lethal. So we got
Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt.
Okay. Sanjay. How big is Sanjay? How tall is he? He's got to be up there. Yeah.
Who you mean? Ranjan Singh? Sanjay Singh?
Sanjay.
He's over 7 feet.
I would say 7'9", probably in that neighborhood.
He's taller than Khali, right?
I think so. Yeah. He would make me look like a thumbtack.
Dude, Earl, I'm smaller than you. I'm smaller than you, Earl. So what does that make me look like?
Yeah, well, I am 6'3", so I mean, you know.
Oh God, Earl, you're making the both of us look like teeny men.
I'm 5'5".
I'm only 5'9", 5'8", 5'9".
You're taller than me.
Yeah, but not about a little bit, barely.
Yeah.
And did you gentlemen hear about the behind-the-scenes stuff going on with AEW?
I have.
When it comes to their creative stuff, that they have appointed different positions for certain people. When it comes to the backstage with AEW.
Well, it's about time. It is about time because I've said this on my show last week. They have some major communication problems with their talent, and Tony Khan can't do everything. He can't do all the jobs. I mean, he's the CEO. He's the creative. He's the this. He's the. You need other people in your company. You can't just be one person.
Absolutely.
Because everything's gonna fall through the cracks. I'm sorry to cut you off, Jeffrey.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that things fall through the cracks when you are just Mac? One person. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Mac? If you haven't already, make sure you check out Mac the Giants fan show a little bit earlier with the NFC East Roundup with him and my guy Adam Costas. They just put out the show probably about a couple of hours ago. So if you haven't already, check them out my co-host on the Premium Take Show that we're going to be having this coming Sunday. So if you haven't already, check out those guys. Awesome stuff they always bring to the table every Wednesday.
Yeah.
I miss MJF too. I
Yeah.
miss MJF.
Yeah.
But
back.
Orange Cassidy with a drop kick to Lethal in the back, and
Yeah,
Lethal's on the outside right now.
We already know that Orange Cassidy's probably gonna win, but
yeah,
I want Jay Lethal to win. Oh, Matt
Jay
Hardy
Lethal
versus
should win.
he should, but we got Matt Hardy versus Christian Cage later, and we got a monster match later on. If Yoda beats Jericho, he gets a win. If Yoda wins, he gets Jericho's title shot or something.
Yeah, William Yuta.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
But that's
Yuta
not going
should
to
win.
happen.
Yeah, Yuta should win though, but it's probably going to be Jericho to continue that little feud going on with the Jericho Appreciation Society and the Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah, right.
But I'll just go over real quickly on the new roles that have been giving out for the AEW in terms of their creative. Sanjay Dutt, who's just brought into the company not that long ago, he's been promoted to the Vice President of Production and Creative Coordination. Okay. So his role pretty much is going to be to coordinate the communication of AEW storylines, his liaise between post-production and key staff in terms of maintenance content workflow, and produce ACRE content and mentor new producers. So he's going to be, that's his role that he just got promoted for. I'll try to make it quick. QT Marshall has now been promoted to the Vice President of Show and Creative Coordination. So he will help manage the show elements, including planning programs, the storylines, character development, overseeing extras, and live event logistics coordination. So that's QT Marshall's new role. Pat Buck has been promoted to the Vice President of Talent Development. So his position pretty much, he will liaise with the talent and production, oversee all coaches, and provide input on matches and promotions, and lead the talent relations team. Pat Buck actually has two decades of experience in terms of serving wrestling promotions and talent trainer, producer, and promoter, obviously working with the WWE recently.
Right.
Tony Schiavone has been promoted to the Senior Vice President of Special Advisor to Talent. So I think he's going to have something similar to what JR used to do with the WWE.
Which is good.
Exactly. I think because his experience with working with talent back in the WCW days is going to help out. In his capacity, he'll be working directly with the talent as part of the talent relations team. And this is actually a big one, and I'm very happy that AEW did this. AEW has hired Madison Rayne, formerly of Impact and TNA. She will be a coach for the AEW's women's division and kick off her new role tonight in her hometown of Columbus, Ohio. As Madison Rayne has competed in numerous professional wrestling promotions where she has had multiple championship titles, including 5-time Women's World Championship, obviously with Impact, as she has more than 15 years of experience in professional wrestling and also is a proud mom to a daughter.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was gonna say like Christopher Daniels is going to continue to serve as manager of talent relations, but Madison Rayne coming in is a big time addition to that women's division.
And she will elevate that women's division to the highest standard.
Absolutely.
Especially to work with some of the talent that is green in the women's division, including Abaddon and Maria Shafir.
Yeah.
Both women are severely green, and they need improvement in the ring.
Hey, what's up, Ashton? What is up? Make sure you leave that like and go to the Hardcore Sports Network and leave a like over there as well. And please sub up my guys, Earl, the Wrestling Experience, and my guy, Jeff, down there. Please go sub them up. I love these guys' takes. These guys are very knowledgeable, and I'm glad that they're in Hardcore Sports with me.
I am so excited, Mitch. You know, I want to publicly just thank you again for giving me the offer that you gave me. The phone call that I made to you was a blessing to me, and I am just so happy to be part of Hardcore Sports Network. Tomorrow night we're going to debut the wrestling experience on the network, and I'm just equally excited about going through and bringing my show to the forefront tomorrow night. So,
Yes, sure. Do you have a guest for that show tomorrow?
yes, I do. Drew on the beat. Drew
Oh,
on the beat
oh, okay.
will be making his debut on the wrestling experience, and we're gonna go over AEW Dynamite tonight. We're gonna tell you what we like, what we didn't like, and going forward. So that is tomorrow night on the Hardcore
And
Sports Network.
that will be on at 6 o'clock tomorrow. So
Yes.
6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right before DJ Storms for Battle of the Belts AEW this weekend. The rundown. We got a big night on
Let's
Thursday.
go.
Big
And-
night for
Yes.
wrestling.
Andrew Ford, I hope you're feeling a lot better after you had surgery, man. I hope everything's
Yeah.
going well with you, and
Yeah.
don't worry
Oh.
about not being able to be at the streams. We're just happy that you're feeling a little bit better. So
Yes.
just heal up, my man.
Yeah.
Heal
Yes.
up and get better, bro.
Get
do.
well soon, Andro. Thank you. And
Chris Benoit is the greatest wrestler of all time, regardless of promotion. Changed my mind.
Kurt Angle,
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels,
Mhm.
Bret Hart,
Triple H.
I think I put Benoit over Triple H in terms of in
Yeah,
ring.
Paul Finger.
Oh, okay.
Can't wait. And guys, please go to the Hardcore Sports Network. Hit that like. I think we're at 6 likes over there right now. Let's get that up to 10.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Make sure everybody smash that like button. And if you haven't already, make sure to go back and check out this past Monday night where myself, Earl Cole, as well as our buddy Nick, we went over and did the full Raw watch along this past Monday. And we appreciate all the support that you guys gave us for the debut of the Monday Night Raw watch along. We actually got very, very good positive reviews for that. So thank you everyone that came by this past Monday to watch our Raw watch along that night. Seriously, thank you so much.
Now,
Yeah.
Jeff,
And I just want to just jump on that for a second. I'm sorry to cut you off, Mitch.
no, Earl, you're good. We're just hanging out watching wrestling.
I want to thank everyone who tuned into the debut of the Raw watch along. We nearly hit, like, we're up to almost 75 views, I believe, and
There you go.
I am just equally excited about that. And not only that, ladies and gentlemen, but we did a little special element of the show. I gave you baseball scores. So
Mhm.
going forward, going forward on the second hour of Monday Night Raw every night, we will be giving you MLB scores while we wait for the Raw action to resume. So look for that. Look for that in the second hour of Monday Night Raw.
I really like that idea a lot. I really.
Yeah.
And Jeff, I've been meaning to ask you this. Would you like
Shoot.
to be Earl's co-host for the Raw watch along?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind it at all. It's going to be a little bit. I'll do the best I can because once Monday Night Football comes around, I might be doing something with that too. But yeah,
Right.
I'd love to be able to be a co-host if Earl would like it. Yeah, of course. I can hop on with him sometime and be his co-host, be his wingman.
Earl, is that good with you?
I have no issues with it whatsoever.
All right.
Because Jeff is very knowledgeable and he brings a lot
appreciate
of
that.
knowledge. No, he brings a lot of knowledge to the table. So whatever donut hole I cannot fill, Jeff will
Donut hole. You're gonna make me run out and go over to Dunkin' Donuts soon to get myself a baker's dozen soon.
hungry now.
Donuts.
I'm getting hungry now, Earl.
Yeah, seriously. Dunkin' Donuts about 5 minutes from my house. I can go run over there right now and go grab a baker's dozen. Get me in the mood for donuts. Double chocolate style, chocolate frosting on top of the sprinkles.
Well, you know me and my analogies and everything. So
It was good. I like it.
Yeah.
So whatever I can fill, Jeff will fill it, and it's a lot of fun, and I have a lot of fun with him, and he's a great sport, so I don't mind
So
it
you,
at
man.
all.
I appreciate it very much for the kind
Uh-huh.
words.
Capacity about to win here. Thank God.
Oh, God.
Thank God he did not win. Thank
We
God.
shouldn't be winning. Jay Lethal needs to push. Orange Cassidy
know.
Okay,
and
Orange
AEW is a
Cassidy.
made guy.
Yeah, Orange Cassidy now is taking off the. He's ready for the orange punch. Uh-oh, but he collapsed. Orange Cassidy collapsed. He's grabbing his leg.
So wait, they made the tag team of Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm the Thunderstorm.
Yes.
Oh God. Oh
Yes.
God.
That's like a WWE thing. Thunderstorm.
I hate to say it,
Funny.
AEW might be starting to panic a little bit because of the fact that WWE, since they've changed their what's going on at top, they're starting to put things together again. And we all have said, when Triple H eventually takes over creative and things start going back to where we hope it could go, could be a swinging of the pendulum back in WWE's favor. And right now, WWE is getting all that positive vibes right now, and AEW, you got to be careful. You don't think those talents right now in AEW that might be free agents soon might be looking at the WWE as a potential option? Because Triple H
And
is starting to put.
Right.
Congratulations, by the way, to Peyton Royce as well as
Jay
AKA
Lethal
Cassie
just
Lee
won.
Jay Lethal won.
and
2,
Sean Spears. There
3.
you go.
There's Jay Lethal.
Jay Lethal won over Orange Cassidy. Yeah.
Yay! I don't like Orange Cassidy. Yay!
No,
He's
I
a
do.
novelty act. It's a novelty act that's starting to get old. That's the problem.
Thank you.
I
didn't like him
I
for like a year now.
I think he's entertaining. I find him to be entertaining. I know everybody has their own flavor of the month. I understand that. But I find him entertaining. Jumping on what Jeffrey was saying about the vibes in WWE. Um, Today the WWE sold out the Barclays Center for Raw this
Yeah.
morning.
Oh yeah.
On the pre-sale. The tickets were gone in a matter of moments. So I this is good.
Clash of the
This is
Castle apparently sold out very well too. That's
yeah,
pretty much all sold out in a couple of weeks.
60,000 tickets so far have been sold.
Mm. I mean, because you saw the clear difference on this past Raw and even NXT, it's more becoming a very wrestling oriented stuff. You didn't see the goofy stuff with the stupid 24/7
Right,
title garbage. You didn't see like these horrendously bad comedy sketches. You saw
right,
very good unscripted promos with guys actually going out there and cutting like, believable stuff. You
right.
had straight up matches
I'm
with
gonna
a
go
lot
mute.
of people that went for about 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20 at tops. It was more of a wrestling oriented show. And I mean, it's no surprise that the show garnered at least a 2.2 or 2.3 rating because that's what people wanted to see. They want to see it become more of like a wrestling style show. And Triple H is pushing different people. I mean,
And it's not only
some of these people,
it's not. I'm sorry to cut you off,
don't worry about
Jeffrey.
it.
The only thing is one thing is I want to piggyback off of. I want everybody in the wrestling community to focus on the women's division and
Yes.
how long the matches took to get to the crescendo it needed to get into. This was not 2 minute matches. These were not sloppy matches. These were keep it moving matches.
Did you happen to see that fatal four-way match last night for the women's tag team titles between
Hey
Yulisa?
guys, I'll be right back. Can you hold it down? I'll
Okay.
be right back.
No problem,
Okay.
bro. Between Yulisa Leon, Valentina Feroz versus Kaden Carter and Katana Chance versus Toxic Attraction versus Diamond Mine with Tatum Paxley and Ivy Nile. It was a phenomenal match, and they gave these women time. They actually gave them at least 10, 15, 20 minutes to put on a show, and goddamn did they put on a show.
This is what I'm
It was
talking
great.
about. This is what I'm talking about. This
They
is
had
what
3
I'm
women's
talking about.
matches last night.
This is what I'm talking about. Because if it was Vince McMahon, it would lasted 2 minutes. It would lasted a minute. Because he didn't respect the women's
He
division.
doesn't know how to book them. He doesn't know how to book a women's
He doesn't.
division.
He doesn't respect it.
Yeah.
Look how he dressed them. Look how he dressed them.
Well, I mean, they're still going to dress like, a little bit, edgy, but I mean, they're also getting the opportunity to go in the ring and show what they can do. A lot of them are, and they're actually coming off less scripted when it comes to their promo work.
Right.
You could tell.
Exactly.
I mean, some of the people that Triple H is a big fan of, like last night, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance won the tag team titles for the women. Those are Triple H's wet girls. Like, he's been behind them since he signed the two of them a while ago, and they finally were able to get the championships. What's going on, Raphael? How you doing?
Hey, Raphael, how are you doing? Hit that like button.
Carmelo Hayes looks like a friggin' star last night. He looked great overall. I mean, he still is like just shining that much more. J.D. McDonough, a.k.a. the former Jordan Devlin, looks great. Alba Fire, the former Kaylee Ray, has been unbelievable lately. I think the Alba Fire name is actually helping her instead of hurting her. I mean, Solo Sikoa versus Von Wagner was good last night as the main event. It was just they've been good flowing shows. And I mean, if this is what we're expecting to see from the WWE going forward, then fans have to be excited. And there's no coincidence. The ratings were up, the interest in the show were up, and tickets are starting to fly out of they're starting to go by quick now because people have a renewed interest in the WWE because of what Triple H is doing. Now they got to continue to do it. They have to be consistent. But at the same time, it's definitely a positive sign what you're seeing so far in the first about week or so since Triple H has taken over creative.
Right now, Adam Cole is in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Cole is returning to action. Adam Cole is returning after he suffered a severe concussion at the Forbidden Door. The Elite is back in the ring.
That's a great sign to see that Adam Cole is feeling better and that he's able to come back into the ring. He's sorely missed on that show.
Yeah.
And this is something that could help out AEW going forward, is getting back their stars. Bryan Danielson just returned last week. Now you got Adam Cole back. You just got to wonder when CM Punk is going to be able to return from injury. It sounds like he'll be out a little bit longer. And then the same thing with a guy like MJF. If MJF comes back, he's going to bring that renewed energy back to AEW. They need MJF back. He brings instant eyes on that television.
But nobody's talking about him.
That might be a good thing. Might be a bad thing, but it might be a good thing. They may be trying to set up a surprise when you least expect it with MJF coming back. So, you have to really just wait because everybody knows that when MJF is on that screen, he is the big-time eye-opener, a big-time guy to watch all the time. I think Kenny Omega is going to be coming back soon, too. I can probably say all out that he's going to be when Kenny Omega is going to return to action.
What happened to Wardlow?
That segment was over with. He did challenge Jay Lethal to the TNT title match. We haven't seen a TNT title match in months. I would say maybe I don't know how long. But I guess
just win the TNT title not that long ago against Scorpio Sky.
Yeah, he did, but the thing is, he hasn't defended it. I haven't seen him do anything with it.
Maybe they're saving it for All Out.
Maybe. We'll see.
I don't know. Is Jay Lethal versus Wardlow that type of money-making match you want to have for your mid-card title? I'm not sure.
You're not doing that?
Am I watching it?
No. Are you not feeling that match? You don't like it?
I think you need to give somebody a little bit more. I love Jay Lethal, but I think you need to give somebody a little bit more like a well-known name to go against somebody like Wardlow to help boost the. I'm trying to think of the word. What's like a word for like boosting up something?
Elevating.
Elevating, perfect word. Like elevate that title a little bit more.
Talking about right here. I just came back, so I'm like lost.
Adam Cole is in the ring, and he's talking about returning to the ring and welcoming his friends back. He's still not medically cleared yet to do competition, but he says that in time he will be, and when he does, and Kyle O'Reilly is not medically cleared either to compete. So
yeah, that's the problem. These guys are probably not ready to go yet. I mean, Adam Cole did suffer a major concussion, so they might
Right.
just want to take as much precaution as they can before they throw him back in there in the ring. And I forget what Kyle O'Reilly's injury is, why he's been on the
Yeah,
shelf.
I don't know. Oh no, a turn. Oh, we're getting a turn? What is this?
Wait, what?
We're getting a
Wait.
turn?
Adam Cole or Kyle O'Reilly turned on the other?
No, Adam Cole and Bobby Fish attacked the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was going to happen. That was going to happen. You knew that there was going to be a dissension between those guys in the Elite. What's going on, BLSG?
IBOSG. Hit that
what
like
is up,
button.
man? What is up? Make sure you go to the Hardcore Sports, hit that like
And
over
hit
there
that
as
like
well.
button.
Thank you.
Earl, you know why they're doing that? Because they probably want to set up a future match between Kenny Omega and the Bucks versus Adam Cole and Red Dragon. They want to have that like like a trios match. Exactly,
Oh,
Miss.
no.
They want to set up a trios match.
I would
Alright.
honestly love that. I would honestly love that.
The match would be unbelievable.
Wait,
and if Kenny Omega's not ready to go,
Wait a minute.
Hangman
Hangman Adam Page comes in with a lead pipe to save the Young
oh
Bucks.
my god.
Damn.
I was gonna say Hangman Page is probably gonna take the place of what do you call it? Kenny Omega right now is that third
Right.
person since Omega might not be ready to come back yet. So it's probably gonna be the Bucks and Page versus Red Dragon and Adam Cole when they're all
What is that,
cleared and
this
ready to go.
Saturday?
Battle
I
of the
don't like-
Belts.
Yeah. I think it's this Saturday because
Yeah, I think it is this
TJ's going
Saturday.
live tomorrow.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
Battle of the Belts is this Saturday night from
Yeah.
they will tape it from Michigan.
Oh, Michigan.
Wait a-
I
That's gonna
love
be pretty
Michigan.
good.
Yeah.
When is All Out this year?
All Out
My
will be
birthday.
on
September
September 4th.
Yeah,
Wow.
my birthday.
Is that
Mitch
the
is-
same
Mitch
day
is-
as Clash of the Champions or Clash of the Castle,
No,
or is it different?
Clash of the Castle will be on the 3rd of
Oh
September.
wow! Oh man!
My
You're
birthday
a wrestling
weekend.
fan. That's
Holy
exciting.
shit.
Yeah.
You're a wrestling fan. That's a big weekend. You got Clash at the Castle for WWE on Saturday, and then you got All Out on Sunday. That's a big
Right.
weekend for wrestling.
Yeah.
How are we gonna watch All Out though? How do you watch it? Do you have to pay? Like, where do you get it?
Unless you could stream it, you'd probably have to pay at least $50, I believe, is how much the pay-per-view is.
I'm going to if they do the same formula like they did the last time, I'll be watching it in a movie theater.
Yes, they do play it in a movie theater sometimes, or Bleacher Report as well, I believe, streams it.
Yeah.
But if
If
you're not able to stream it,
right.
Earl.
No. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean, I think they do have different platforms that they show AEW. If you don't want to pay the $50 for it, they have the option where they have you stream it on Bleacher Report, as well as I think they do it on another network. And then they also, like you just said before, they allow you to go to the movie theaters and they play the pay-per-view over there
We
too.
should definitely do both. Like for the network, we should definitely try to do both. Like we're doing that one regardless.
Yeah, Clash of the Castle we're definitely doing.
But when it comes to the next one, we got to figure some stuff out.
Yeah.
You know, it would be cool for All Out on the network if we had some people watch along from home and then some people watch from a movie theater, and then you get two experiences in the same screen. Which it would be good. I mean, the person would have to talk low in the movie theater because you can't disturb everybody else. But
I know, normal guy, you're excited for that, for college football coming up, which is actually going to be at the end of this month. Everybody forgets about it. College football season starts at the end of this month. So if you're a college football fan, get ready. Like, we're just 2 or 3 weeks away from the start of the college football season. So just be excited about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's not a bad idea, Earl. having a multiple perspective, when it comes to watching the pay-per-view, whether it's you're watching it or streaming it at your own home, or if you're at a movie theater and you're doing it, you just got to make sure you don't run out of battery. Like, you're going to have to jack your battery up to 100% and then some, because I don't think they have outlets in the chairs or anything. So in case
No, they
your phone
don't.
dies.
No, they don't. Right.
I just got a notification. Ezekiel Elliott is out for preseason.
Yeah, they mentioned that a little bit earlier. I think that's a smart move, just to give him
I just
maintenance
got it
days.
from Boys for Life. I just got it.
Your team,
up,
AJ,
AJ?
the AJ show, your team could go 9-3 this year. The Florida Gators have themselves a pretty nice roster over there, so it's won't be a surprise if Florida has a big year this year.
Oh.
Same thing with you, Ashton. Both you guys, both you and AJ. I think Florida is going to have a pretty good college football team this year. I definitely believe they're going to be a top 25 team at least.
I can't wait for the Hall of Fame game tomorrow. That's going to be fun.
It's just going to be fun to see football again. That's just it. Just seeing football once again on television, it's going to get everybody excited. It's going to be crazy in the
I would
fall
love
time
for someone to do it on a network tomorrow. That would be huge.
Yeah, I mean, if you can arrange it. I fortunately won't be here tomorrow. I'm going to be with family the whole day and night.
Cool.
So
Have fun. Nice.
But,
Enjoy.
yeah, I mean, if you guys want to do it, thank you. If you guys want to do it, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I had someone in the group chat earlier. No one responded. So I'm like,
I mean, it's just how many people are. I mean, I know everybody's excited, but I mean, are people going to stay interested in a bunch of second and third and fourth teamers that are going to be playing probably?
that is true.
I mean, that's the thing with preseason. Preseason is tricky with football because you can't wait until you see a preseason game, and then once you watch at least a half of it, you're just like, I'm done with this. I just want the season to start, because you see the second and third teamers that are just playing for a roster spot. You're like, I want to see the starters out there. I don't care about like the backups anymore, unless people actually get hurt and you have to rely on them. So,
Yeah.
But
by the way, guys, I just had to throw this out there. I just remembered. On August 17th, on Wednesday, for AEW Dynamite, DJ Storms is going to be on for the AEW watch along. So that's going to be fun. If you guys want to join with us, more welcome to.
No doubt.
Yeah.
If I'm on with DJ Storms, I'm just going to shut the hell up and let him go at it, because he's so good right now. It's hard. It's like you don't want to interrupt him when he gets going, because you don't want to like throw off his flow. So
yeah, it's gonna be fun. Not next week, but the week after. So that'll be huge.
But if you're a wrestling fan, you're excited.
Yeah, exactly. Just to let everybody know, DJ Storms will also be on the Wrestling Experience. He's coming on my show on August 11. On August 11. So tune in for that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy wants a piece of Christian Cage, and the security has broken it up. And Christian Cage runs again. Oh no, he's right there. He's right there. He's confronting Jungle Boy. That's gonna be a good.
There too?
No, I didn't see Luchasaurus. No. But that should be a great match at All Out.
Jungle Boy versus Christian, absolutely.
Yes. Sign me up, please.
Yeah.
Do they have a world title match set up for All Out yet?
Oh, it's DMD, Dr. Britt Baker.
Oh no, you have to do it. You have to do it right. You have to do it right. It is Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
I hate to say it. And I might get flack. She's lost her luster too.
Oh yeah.
It's not the same as what she first was like on fire with the DMD stuff. She's lost a little bit of her spark with the whole DMD thing. I think the bloom is coming off that rose a little bit with Britt Baker.
She's 37-13.
Yes, she is.
That's Tony Khan's. That's Tony Khan's top girl. Is Britt Baker, even more than Thunder Rosa. But I think people are starting to get tired of Britt Baker being. They think she might be becoming the Charlotte Flair of AEW, where she's always seems to be in like a title feud.
Oh, please. I hope not.
Yeah.
And here comes Thunderstorm.
Thunderstorm.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is Britt Baker there with Jamie Hayter?
Yes, and Rebel.
Okay. Why is Rebel still there? She brings
I don't
no
know.
significance to this whole situation. She's like she's like a stooge for Britt Baker. She has no significance with Britt Baker. Just get rid of her. Make her go into the back and do fashion or something. Like she has no purpose right now of what she serves out there except just being the goofy comedy act. It's like watching Dana Brooke or Reggie on Raw. I mean, come on.
Please don't go. Please don't let me get started on that.
It's true. Like you don't need. She has. You want to take Britt Baker more seriously. I'm sorry. Cut Rebel out of her act. Put Rebel in the backstage area where she'll serve a better purpose there when it comes to like talent relations and stuff like that, and a coach.
Right.
Get her away from Britt Baker. Britt Baker needs to be on her own, or at least mentoring somebody like Jamie Hayter, who does look like she has upside, and allowing Britt Baker to come off as more of a serious person and not have somebody like Rebel who's holding her back as a crutch.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a little bit too sensitive about it, but the Rebel act it's come and gone. It's time to. It's Orange Cassidy. The act is starting to get old. You gotta eventually try something new or move on to something else. And I'm sorry to the Orange Cassidy fans, just speaking the truth. As much as I like Orange Cassidy, his act has gone stale.
He's a huge Orange Cassidy fan, I think.
It's amusing. It's amusing, and he's a damn good wrestler. We'll never take that away from him. Orange Cassidy can go in the ring, but the act has gotten a little stale. They need to change it up a little bit with him if they want to make him more of a serious character on TV and not just like a novelty act.
Oh, you just took the knife and stabbed it right in my chest. Oh.
With what, Orange Cassidy?
Oh, yeah.
It's true, though. He's been doing it for 3 years.
Yeah, I know. I get what you're saying. I got it.
I mean, he needs to have a little bit of a character adjustment. How many times can you do the slow kicks and the pockets?
Yeah, I know. I got it. Remember, All Out on pay-per-view is sold out. All Out on pay-per-view is sold out. It is.
Is it in
completely
Chicago
sold.
again?
Yes. At the Now Arena in Hoffman State, Illinois. I don't know. They just
don't forget about Arthur Ashe Stadium show is going to be happening soon as well for AEW. The second annual Arthur Ashe Stadium show.
Yep, September 21st.
TV, what is up? Thank you for
being
here.
Mackenzie TV?
Hit that like button.
I'm Mackenzie TV. Hit that like button and please support the Hardcore Sports Network.
Thunderstorm, like, are you serious right now?
Oh,
and they're good
too.
Oh, what a drop kick to the chest.
Why is Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm not fighting each other for that championship?
That's a great question.
They should be.
That's a very interesting question.
I mean, unless you're planning on revisiting Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa again, why is it Tony Storm and Thunder Rosa teaming unless they're going to start an angle with the two of them where they have some type of miscommunication that starts a feud between the two of them and eventually sets up a match at All Out.
Right.
Yeah. I just texted DJ. I was like, Thunderstorm? Really?
It's tacky. I get it. It's a little catchy. It's tacky.
We all get it.
Yeah, it's tacky.
And DJ goes, how is that a bad thing?
Right.
What, the name?
Yeah.
Aston G, hello. AJ Show, hello.
Yeah.
And Normal Guy, hello. And please, everybody. Hey, everybody in the chat, please subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network. Follow them on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. Whatever you do, just support. Show them love.
Anthony Barr to the Cowboys. Wow.
Yes. Just to let everybody know that Rampage will be live this Friday night. It'll be live. It's not a tape show. It is live. And it'll be coming to you from
the name.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, and by the way, AEW just trademarked for a possible new show that might be coming out involving the women's wrestling. So just be aware of that. There might be another show coming out for AEW that's going to be involving the women's wrestling. So
Well,
there
that's
might be an
interesting.
all-women's pay-per-view or an all-women's show that might be coming out, which is going to feature some of the women that are on the roster haven't really had a lot of TV time that we think, like a Ty Conti, an Anna Jay, a Sky Blue,
And
some of these
Abaddon.
other, an Abaddon, some of these other women that have been the Renegade Sisters. So you're going to have
Right.
some of these people that have been getting, bits and pieces on television. But I think if they have this all-women show go forward, you're going to see some of these other women get their opportunity to see what they can do on television. So it looks like there's going to be another AEW show around that's exclusively for the women.
I appreciate that, Mackenzie. I really do. And Friday night, I'm thinking about doing a Phillies play-by-play. I haven't done that in God knows how long. So I'm kind of due to do that again.
Mackenzie TV, if you would like to sub up the Hardcore Sports Network, as well as my buddy up here, Earl Cole, for the work he does with the wrestling experience, as well as myself of NYG Jeffy T3285, where we both of us also talk about wrestling on our channel too, if you're interested.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for coming by the stream today. We appreciate it.
Yes, we appreciate you, Mackenzie TV, and thank you so much.
Washington.
I was going to talk about this too. Why is Rampage still not being a live show yet? Why are they continuing to tape this show? I think if you want to help out the ratings, you got to start making it a live show.
Okay, here's the problem. Here's the problem. Tony Khan had already mentioned this on what's the name of that show that's on XM satellite radio? Busted Open. Busted Open Radio. The reason why Rampage is not live and he can't make it live, it is the logistics of the production team that they have. If you have a live Rampage in one city, then you would have to pack up everything and go to the next city and do a Rampage in the arena, because they can't rent the arenas out back to back like that. They would have to go to another city and rent out the arena, and then for them to go there and then to bring it back, to bring the trucks back, it's a lot of work. So he doesn't want to overtax the production people. So that is the main reason why he don't do Rampage live. He only does it on special occasions, and that's the only thing that he does right now. That's the formula that they're going with.
I understand that, but at the same time, Rampage is right now as a show that's not really doing so well when it comes to the ratings because of the fact it's not a live show. So maybe you have to try to find a way to be able to rent out another arena if it's possible, and then possibly even extend Rampage as another hour and make that feel like another flagship show, because right now Rampage is sort of lacking as a 1 hour show. That's just like, it's not catching the type of fire that you were hoping it would. I mean, I know it's just still a very fresh show. I mean, I think it's only been around for about a year, but still, I mean, the taping is not helping the show at all. So you might have to, if you have to hire a couple of more people when it comes to the production department, you got to do it. You have to start trying to make this show feel a little bit more important. I'm telling you, you want more eyes on the product, you got to make it live. You got to make it a live show, because people are gonna tune in more to a live show rather than a tape show, because people are gonna be dead tired. You have to think about it. When AEW does these shows, they do dark elevation, they do Dynamite and Rampage, I believe, in all the same day and night. That's a lot of wrestling for a bunch of fans for one night. You have to split it up a little bit and give these fans a little bit less taxing in terms of wrestling. Like, give it bits and pieces on certain days and not just give it all on one day, because people are going to get tired of it unless you're a hardcore wrestling fan that just will do anything, just sit and watch wrestling for as long as possible. So,
well, I agree with that assessment, because when we did the Arthur Ashe show, we had to do the what do you call it? The Rampage taping after Dynamite, and the Rampage taping took 2 hours. So that was a long night of wrestling, because you're talking about 2 hours of Dynamite. Then we had to do a Rampage. Then we had to do the Dark. Then we had to do that. That was a lot of taping that night. I was exhausted. I didn't get home till like 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, see, that's ridiculous. You can't do that to your fans where you're going to keep them there that long and that late. I understand you want to try to get as much wrestling as you can because you're only able to rent out at least one arena per week, but that's a lot to ask your fans to, watch that much wrestling in one day and one night. So,
Right.
I mean, if he wants to keep doing it right now because it's the best he can do, sure, but eventually Tony Khan's he's got to make Rampage a live show and make it feel more special than it is right now because it just feels like a WCW Thunder. And we all know how bad WCW Thunder was.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
If you're around that time, that show sucked. So, it's just an idea.
Let me ask you guys something. Would it be better if Rampage followed Dynamite right after and they did it live?
Yeah, but then if you do that, you would have pretty much 3 hours on one night.
Right.
They're never going to do that. They're never going to do that.
Okay.
They're not going to have 3 hours of because they look at Raw. Monday Night Raw has suffered for a while because of 3-hour shows. Now, actually,
Right.
can't believe I'm actually going to say it. Raw might actually be enjoyable now for 3 hours because they actually made it seem important. But you normally want to keep it to at least 2 hours for a show. So
Right.
if they can find a way to rent two arenas or stadiums in the area, or possibly even rent out an arena for like 1 week, so you can get a live show of Dynamite on Wednesday and then do a live show of Rampage on Friday. It's possible. Right. I mean, it's easier now because there's no hockey and there's no basketball. It's going to be obviously more difficult when the NBA and the NHL start up in a few months. So
that's the problem. That is, I think that was what Tony Khan was saying. Is that he has to work within the frame of the arena's calendar, and the thing is that if he wants a specific date and they can't give it to him, he's going to have to go to the next arena to see if they can accommodate him. That's why he goes to college arenas, because the major arenas, they can't really accommodate him too well. That's the problem. Because
if he's got to do that, he's got to do that.
It's like what you said, Jeffrey. Once the NBA kicks off again, and once the NHL kicks off, these arena calendars are going to be like less than few and far between for them to book a family show or book a wrestling or book a they have to honor the commitment that they have to the NHL.
Yeah. But at the same time, I mean, if WWE is able to pull it off every single week and have at least 2 live shows on Monday and Friday, why can't AEW do it?
I know.
They should be able to pull it off. It's just, it's not going to be easy, but they got to try to find a way to pull away because Rampage, it's never going to become the type of success you want it to be unless you make it a live show. Tape shows, people aren't going to watch tape shows. They're not going to be as interested in a tape show that they could just read the spoilers on. I mean, like, why the hell am I going to watch the show?
Right.
Isn't me or is this match going a little too long, Earl?
Yeah, it's going very long. But it did end, and Britt Baker did win the match.
Yep.
When she pulled Thunder Rosa into the corner with the hip attack. Oh, these two are annoying. Oh, Ty Conti and Ty Conti and
Sammy Guevara.
All that kissing and all. Oh, I want.
Yeah, I love Sammy too. I love Sammy Guevara, but
yeah, it's putrid.
Question from Ashton: Which wrestler should I be in my NXT 2.0 match in Universe mode? Finn Balor or Ricochet? Finn Balor. As much as I love Ricochet,
hands
Finn
down.
Balor. Finn Balor. Demon Balor or regular Balor? That's the question. Which Balor or do you want to use? That's another question I just have to ask. Are we going to see Ricochet back on TV now that Triple H is in charge on SmackDown? Is Ricochet going to become a mainstay?
I hope.
I hope so because Vince buried him. I mean, he ruined his. He ruined his Intercontinental title run, and he buried him. He made him feel irrelevant.
Normal Finn then.
It's normal thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, he should. If you put Mustafa Ali in a big match this past Monday, there's no reason why you cannot put Ricochet in a big match this coming Friday. I mean, Ricochet is everything you look for in a superstar. Sure, he is not the most charismatic, but the guy can do things that not a lot of wrestlers, if any wrestlers, can do. Ricochet is a human highlight reel. And there's no reason,
Yes.
if you book him correctly, this guy cannot become a superstar in your company. And WWE should be thanking their lucky stars they have somebody like Ricochet. So they need
I'll
to.
try and be back in a
Triple H
little
has
bit.
got to get this guy back on television. Take your time, Ashton. Take your time, bro.
Yes, take your time, Asher. Okay, now we're looking at the Powerhouse Hobbs turn on Ricky Starks last week after he powerbombed him through the mat.
Ricky Starks better be getting a big face push. He better be getting a major face push now. He's so good.
Yeah.
He's another one of those young guys that is much better and should be getting a much better push with how talented he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That guy can go on the mic, like MJF. Like a Sammy G when he's not doing the stupid stuff that he's doing right now. Sammy's good when he's actually, wants to be good. I don't know about Jungle Boy, though. The bloom for me on Jungle Boy is starting to come off.
Taz just announced that Team Taz is now dead. He is done with them. He wished them all the best of luck, but he is done with Team Taz. Team Taz is no more.
Team Taz has been dead ever since Brian Cage has left the group. It felt like the most irrelevant group in AEW. They
You know
were
who's the
great
most?
when they first started.
You know who's the most irrelevant group now in AEW? The Dark Order.
Yeah.
When Brody Lee unfortunately passed away, that really did a lot of damage to that group. It just killed the morale, and then they tried really hard to get them over as a face faction, but it was never the same. Brody Lee was the glue to that group, and unfortunately when he passed away, they just lost that spark and that moxie to the group. It didn't work. Plus, Stu Grayson's not in AEW anymore, and then Alan Angels just left AEW recently, so they're already missing two of their other pieces. So, the Dark Order just doesn't have that same spark as they once did. And I love the Dark Order.
No.
I thought Stu Grayson and Evil Uno should have been at least a tag team champion once, at least in AEW. And I love John Silver and Alex Reynolds.
Right. Powerhouse Hobbs is in the ring right now.
I call him Powerhouse Snobs.
No.
You don't like Hobbs?
I don't like Hobbs.
I love Hobbs.
Oh no, sorry, Mitch. No, I'm sorry, Mitch. I can't support your network anymore. I'm sorry, Mitch.
Hobbs is great.
I'm sorry.
How dare you?
I'm sorry,
How dare
Mitch.
you?
I'm sorry.
Basically, I'm a bad guy for not liking Powerhouse Hobbs and for not liking Orange Cassidy.
No, I agree with you with the Orange Cassidy thing. But I think Hobbs is good. Would you take
Brian
Powerhouse
Cage,
Hobbs or Keith Lee?
Keith Lee.
I take honestly right now. I take
1,
Powerhouse Hobbs.
2, 3.
Now, if they build him right and they use him correctly, maybe I can go on his side. Like what they did here was perfect. Done. 1, 2, 3.
Should be. Who'd he beat?
Nobody.
Oh, just beat a jobber.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
And here comes Ricky Starks. He's going right after Powerhouse Hobbs.
Let's go.
Oh, he shoved the referee down. Oh.
That's my
Now,
boy.
Powerhouse Hobbs is going to win against Ricky Starks whenever that happens.
The revolution is televised.
All out. All out. Ricky Starks taking on Powerhouse Hobbs. Book it. Ink it.
That's going to be a damn good undercard match.
Yeah.
That is going to be a damn good undercard match between Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Will Hobbs. That'll be fun to watch. But yeah, I mean, I love the fact that they're actually giving Ricky Starks now the chance to shine as a face, because I think he's just got the natural charisma, and he'll be able to get over with his promo work to become one of those top faces in that company, because he's just so good. He just needed that opportunity to finally break out, and this is his chance.
Yes.
I'm just thinking in my head. I'm imagining if it ever happens, Ricky Starks versus MJF. Imagine that promo battle between those two guys with the stick in
Why
their
do I
hands.
think MJF is going to WWE? I just have that thought.
Yeah, but he'd have to sit out the rest of his contract, which would be the rest of this year and then all of next year.
I know.
I don't think he's going to do that. I think it's just an all. They're trying to troll us, Mitch. You know, Tony Khan and AEW are trying to troll us right now, making everybody believe we're taking away all his merchandise, we're taking away any mentions of MJF and AEW, and then all of a sudden, when you least expect it, there he is. Shows right back up on AEW TV. Just to get that shock value, because there's no way they'd be stupid enough to let MJF go. MJF is too valuable to that company. If he walks into WWE, that's a bad sign for AEW. Then
I
they
forgot
lose
to
him.
say this. I got a big announcement. I'm going to
that?
share the screen real quick. Might as well show you guys before I put it in the group chat. In a couple days ago, the Hardcore Sports Network has hit a total of 5,000 views. A couple days ago.
Wow! Yes, Mitch.
So, yeah, I'm going to put it in the group chat. So, thank you, everybody, for your support. It really means everything. I mean, we're growing like crazy. It's been like, what, 2 months, Jeff? 2 or 3?
Feels like it's been shorter than that.
I got to look when the YouTube channel was made.
You know what? For me, it's not good enough. Let's boost that number up even higher. That number should be higher. But we appreciate everybody, what you guys have been doing for us. But we want new heights. We want to go bigger and better. Let's boost those numbers up even higher and get to 10,000 in less than 2 months. Let's get it within a month. But we appreciate everything that you guys have done, the support you've given us, not just us three, but everybody else that's represented the Hardcore Sports Network. So thank you very much for your support. We're going to continue to make sure we give you the content that you guys want to hear, the content that you deserve, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, hockey, UFC, AEW, WWE, NASCAR, tennis, golf, whatever the sport is. We're going to continue to make sure we give you the content that you guys want to listen to, what you want to hear. Appreciate all the support that you're giving us, not only for the stream tonight, but all the previous streams. Thank you. Sincerely, thank you so much, everybody, for what you've done.
And let me just add to that, or maybe I should just drop the mic and get off the stage.
Like it's a kind of channel.
Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you.
Yes. I have to congratulate Mitch and Tyler and AK Eagles and everybody behind the scenes at Hardcore Sports Network. You guys created this, and it is taking off like a rocket. And I am just truly glad to be part of this conglomerate.
That started this all.
Yeah, it is great. It's great feeling, Mitch. You are absolutely everything you touch does turn to gold, Mitch. So
thank you. I really appreciate that. Wow. You know what I just found out today?
Yeah.
Charles Barkley is left NBA on TNT, and he's commentating golf, the LIV, whatever that's called. I just found that out today.
Wait, he's leaving TNT, or is he just?
Yeah, he's not
now?
doing it. He's commentating golf.
Oh.
This is not a rib or anything, right?
Oh, my personal
What the
trainer
hell?
told me
What is
today.
what? The hell kind of a decision are you doing, Charles Barkley?
He
You're the
doesn't know what
backbone
he
of that
wants.
show.
He must be confused.
Yes, there's no. You better change your mind, Charles, because you're a backbone of that TNT show, and it's not going to be the same without you there. You got great chemistry with Ernie Johnson, with Kenny the Jet Smith, and obviously Shaquille O'Neal. You better stay on that show when the NBA season comes around, but that's crazy.
Okay, next Wednesday night on Dynamite, it is Brody King versus Darby Allin in a coffin match.
We got another coffin match.
The Quake of the Lake.
Quake by the Lake.
Quake by the
Quake
Lake.
by the Lake. Quake by the Lake. AEW presents Quake by the Lake. Next Wednesday night, when AEW comes to the Target Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Quake by the Lake, I am done. I am freaking done.
I mean, NXT has their show coming up called NXT Heatwave.
Are you kidding me?
No, NXT Heatwave. Not next week, but the week after. Triple H put that show together.
Oh my god. So they have Quake by the Lake. Yep, here's
Quick
JR.
by the lake. Here's JR. And he looks good, JR. He lost a lot of weight.
He does. Doing the 1 hour is helping him out a lot.
Yes. Even though
I would
fans
love to
want him
see Jim
off the
Ross back
air.
in WWE for like
No, he
one
would
last
never go
run.
back there. He
No,
would
no,
never go back there.
with Vince there, yes. I think if Triple H now in charge, I think JR would go back because he wouldn't be, look like he wouldn't be. I'm trying to think. I keep forgetting these words. Made to look like a fool by Triple H, like he was at times by Vince
Oh, I'm gonna
McMahon. I
use
think he
that.
would if the opportunity presented itself. He would go back to WWE to end his commentating career because that's where he got his.
Christian Cage. Hello, normal guy, baby. What's up, Raphael? What is good?
Raphael, how will you hit that like button?
Raphael.
So I'm looking at someone's channel right now, and apparently he does a lot of play-by-plays like baseball, hockey, football, everything. So far I like what I'm seeing, but he's a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, which makes me mad.
That's not your friend Nick, right, Earl?
What?
No,
Is that
that's not. It's someone else.
No, somebody else.
Okay. I was gonna say, Nick's got some good takes. We talked a little bit of football on Monday. He knows his stuff.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, he has good knowledge for his age, and when it comes to Steelers
I wonder
and
if
baseball,
I was
the Yankees.
But yeah, I'm gonna keep this guy in the back of my mind. I'm gonna monitor.
Do you want to be a color commentator with Earl, Raphael?
Right.
Is that what he's saying?
We could be epic doing the duple with Earl on several pay with. Could be maybe. Maybe. So who do you guys got? Christian Cage or Matt Hardy? I got Christian Cage here.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this match to Christian Cage. But I have a feeling we're probably gonna end in a no contest because Jungle Boy wants his hands on Christian Cage. He wants his hands on him. So we'll see what happens during this match.
I mean, to be honest, does Matt Hardy really need to win this match? Unless Jungle Boy is going to cause Christian Cage to lose, Cage has got to win to keep the momentum going.
Right.
It'd be really bad booking if Christian loses.
Yeah, I agree.
I gotta show you guys this tweet I found. Hold on. Danny Dimes is Vanilla Vic, i.e., best QB in the NFC East.
Huh?
Look at this tweet. Danny Dimes.
Somebody I might know. Oh, I know MYG Pete.
Oh, you do?
I've talked with him. Yeah, I know. I've talked with him a few times. I don't pay. You know what? It's friggin' training camp, guys. Come on, these guys are not barely hitting each other. I really am tired of hearing the Vanilla Vic and the Danny Dimes. I hate those nicknames. Okay. I hate those nicknames for Daniel Jones. The Danny Dimes and the Vanilla Vic. Hey, just stop it, please. Stop it. The guy hasn't done anything to earn those nicknames yet. He's Daniel Jones or DJ. Stop with the stupid nicknames. Okay, this is just the fad. The way, like the cool thing to do is call them these nicknames. Stop.
I just put it in the group chat.
Well, everybody's seen it. Everybody on Twitter is calling Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes, or Vanilla Vic. Those names have been all over the place. That's nothing new. I've been hearing that for a year.
No.
But yeah, Christian's got to win this match. He can't lose.
Is it me, or did Matt Hardy kind of like fell off a cliff?
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. After what happened with his brother, he has been left on the cutting room floor. Unfortunately,
he's 40-some years old who can't wrestle anymore.
No,
he should not be in the ring.
No, he's not. He's not the same person as he used to be. You can tell by the way he walks. You can tell by the way he grimaces when he comes to the ring. His body is just racked with all kind of injuries,
He shouldn't be wrestling
and
anymore.
he should just be a specialty act like Sting is. They should treat the Hardy brothers like they do Sting. Sting only comes out for special occasions. He don't
Mm.
wrestle full time, and I think that that's the way you should treat the Hardys the same way. I've said that on my show many times.
Earl, I want to be honest. I don't think Matt Hardy or his brother Jeff should be wrestling anymore. The only
No,
reason, the only
I
match,
agree.
the only big match those guys had left was when they faced against the Young Bucks and they beat them. After that, they've wrestled. I believe they wrestled FTR. They've wrestled a couple of these younger teams. They can barely
Uh-huh.
walk anymore. Jeff Hardy's got enough to deal with on his plate right now, and Matt Hardy can't even walk. It's
No, he
time to
can't.
make these guys coaches backstage if you want to really get the
Yeah,
most out of them. Make
or
them coaches for
agents.
some of these young wrestlers or agents too. They should not be in the ring anymore. I'm sorry. I'm
Right,
sorry
right,
for the AEW fans and for the Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy fans. These guys can't go anymore. There's just a lot of wear and tear on their body from wrestling for close to 30, 35 years. They got to
right.
know when it's time to. It's over.
Let me just say something. When you wake up in the morning, like Matt Hardy said, and you can't put your shoes on some days, that needs to tell you right then and there. You have to hang it up.
Yeah, he does.
You
Does he really need to wrestle anymore, Earl and Mitch? Does
no
Matt Hardy
no
really have anything
No,
else left to prove?
no no. And he
no.
could be training the talent.
It's it's the added adjective when it comes to wrestlers is they never know when they're afraid to always hang it up. They don't know when to hang it up. They sometimes hold on too long when it's just like they should not be in the ring anymore. You have to
Like Ric
know
Flair.
like Ric Flair. I mean, Ric Flair had a beautiful retirement he had against Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania, and then he went over to Impact and started wrestling again. He had a really great retirement, and then he didn't know when to stop. And that's the problem is that wrestlers should know when it's the time is over. Matt Hardy's
Right,
got to know he had a great career, but it's over. It's time for you to go into like a different role with AEW now. Become a
right.
talent agent, become a coach, become any of those things. Like help out the younger talent on that roster. You don't think
Help
like
the
Daniel Garcia can be helped, or Sammy
right,
Guevara, or
right,
Ricky Starks, or like some of these young tag teams, like a Private Party, or a Varsity Blondes, or a Top Flight, or maybe even like an Acclaimed. To use
right.
your value for stuff like that, not for being in the ring anymore.
And help those wrestlers that are green. Help
Exactly.
them get their timing down. Help them sell a promo. Help
Yeah.
them help them connect with the audience. There's just so many things that you could do with your time. That people would be listening. They want to listen.
Some of
You
them
know,
do. Not every
some of
talent
them
wants to
do.
listen anymore. Some of them are
No, no,
very
no.
stubborn because they think that what they're doing is right. So it's a double edged sword with that sometimes, where
Yeah, I
some
know.
wrestlers are willing to listen to the type of knowledge you're trying to give them, and like helping you out, and like what can benefit your career going forward. And other wrestlers, they're too stubborn. But I
Right.
mean, Madison Rain was a terrific pickup by AEW. I mean, Madison Rain is going to do an excellent job for that women's division. With her
Oh
knowledge
yeah.
she
Yeah.
could drop and what she can do for a bunch of those green wrestlers on that AEW women's roster,
Yeah, and
that's a
connect
big
them with the
addition.
audience, and connect with the
Absolutely.
audience, and get the timing right in the ring, and sell the promo correctly, making sure that it's organic and it's natural, and it don't look
Yeah.
like it's forced or scripted or anything like that.
And Madison Rain is one of those women's wrestlers that didn't need the WWE to become a big name in wrestling, like a Gail Kim,
No,
like Angelina Love, or Velvet Sky, or some of these other people. They didn't need WWE to help make them a bigger name. Madison Rain was
right,
a great wrestler all around the world for the women's division.
right,
I
right,
mean, her and the Beautiful People was one of the biggest women's factions that were around in Impact or TNA at that time. So
right.
You don't think her knowledge is going to help out that company? It's going to be a big time help for like some of those wrestlers on AEW. For the younger ones, like a Thunder Rosa doesn't necessarily need it, but like
Right.
'cause she's already good. But like we mentioned, a Jamie Hayter, a Ty Conti, and Anna Jay, the Renegade Sisters, Widow, I think Willow Nightingale, I think her name is. Uh, Sky Blue. Some of these younger women that are trying to break through on the AEW women's roster, you put them with Madison Rayne. She could help them cut a promo, help them how to sell in matches, help them, work on their in-ring ability.
Right.
You got to think about that. That's going to be a big-time help for these women going forward. So Madison Rayne was a big pickup, and I would love to see Matt Hardy do that for the tag team division when Jeff comes back.
Right.
I'm still caught off guard that Christian came to AEW. I was like, that caught me rude.
Because WWE wasn't pushing him anymore. That's why. Same thing with the Big Show and same thing with Mark Henry.
Yeah,
Right.
they just didn't know what to do with them creatively, so they ruined them. So when you are booked into
Christian wasn't ruined. He was already a made guy.
Oh yeah. I'm excluding Christian from this conversation.
Yeah.
It's because
It's because, Mitch, that Christian probably still felt he could go in the ring, and he knew that WWE was never going to let him, be a full-time wrestler with where he was at that point. The only way he'd be able to get over is if he teamed up with Edge again. So he figured he wanted to challenge himself and go over to AEW and let everybody know that he could still go in the ring. So that's probably why he did that. And I guess the same thing with Big Show and Mark Henry. I guarantee 100% if Triple H was in charge, Christian Cage, Mark Henry, Big Show, Paul White, they would all still be in WWE right now. And a lot of that talent that was released that's in AEW, they would still be in WWE too.
Well, from what I understand today, Triple H made several phone calls to several released WWE superstars. So stay tuned. I have a feeling that some of these people will be coming back and they will be institutionalized.
Oh my God! So Christian was laying on the table. He stood up, and Matt Hardy went through the table.
Right, exactly. So he missed.
Errol definitely coming back. I already know some names that could come back. Karrion Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux. They'll probably be back. They've been vouching to come back. Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae, big Triple H people. You can see them back, especially with Triple H's vision. Maybe a Tegan Knox, when she's healthy. She's a pretty good addition to that women's division. Maybe Dexter Lumis, another guy that was released that you could see coming back to the WWE. It's just a question of you don't want to overcrowd your roster again where you have too many people.
Right.
And some of these other people that you're building up on the roster, you don't want to throw them back down when they're actually showing some potential. So it's a tricky situation. You don't want to be put in the same situation you were before.
Well, I don't. I think that you would. I think what happens is that you would bring them back in drips. I wouldn't bring them back in a whole bunch like a grape. Like a bush full of grapes. I would first end the brand split. Then I would right. Yeah. And then I would bring them. He's gonna do a concerto. He's going to do a concerto to Hardy. And here comes Jungle Boy.
What up, Bias Radio? What's going on, bro? Thank you for coming on the stream, bro, and appreciate the shout out.
Blazed Radio. That is my homeboy. Blazed Radio.
Blazed Radio. I apologize.
Blazed Radio.
I'm going to be on his channel. I'll get later on in the month. It's going to be me and Morgan. Oh, here's Luchasaurus.
No, and Christian is running away again. Oh
yeah, he's acting like the cowardly heel.
Let me just say something.
Go for it.
Thank you. I'm not the only one then.
Let me just say something here. I think that the match at All Out with Christian Cage should be a 15-foot high steel cage. Christian will not be able to run. He will be locked inside the cage with Jungle Boy. I think that is
Look at
makes
the
great.
crowd.
Yeah,
They're so
Crowd
over
loves that
right
theme
now.
song.
Jungle
They
Boy
love
is
that
so
theme song.
over.
I
It's
love
that theme
Jungle Boy.
song.
I love it.
I don't
Oh,
see. I don't
Sunday the
see it with
28th.
Jungle Boy.
I'll
I
be
don't
on his
see
channel.
it.
That's
He's
gonna
like the
be
Mm.
fun.
lovable baby face, but
Can't
it's just
wait.
the guy can't cut a promo. He's not
Well,
great when it comes to cutting promos, and that's where you're really gonna need to do that on your own. What's going on, Randy?
Yep, let's do the
Randy.
wave.
Randy, next shift, Randy. Hello, next shift,
Right.
Randy. Hit that like button.
I wish the brand split would end too, but it won't because of the networks. It's all about the money, money, money. Money,
They can make the
money.
brand splits
Yeah.
work as long as they do it right. And
Blaze,
for everything that's good, get the damn titles split up and put one back on Raw and one back on SmackDown.
but
It goes for the
but
tag team titles too.
let me just say something. Let me just say something here. I'm going to be a devil's advocate here. First of all, if you notice in other promotions like Impact, AEW, and other wrestling promotions, they only have one champion. They only have one champion. And in Impact and other wrestling promotions, they only have one tag team champion. So what I'm trying to say is, what the WWE needs to do is not have two champions. You don't need two champions. What you need to do is you need to have one champion and let that champion be independent if you're going to keep the brand split. The independent champion will defend his title on both brands, the SmackDown, and they will defend it on Raw. Whatever happens, but it should not be two champions. As the same thing with the tag team champion. The tag team champions should be independent, meaning that the tag team champions should defend their titles on both brands. We don't need two champions. It's not necessary.
Well, the
It's
tag team
not.
champions have been defending the titles, have been on both brands. It seems like every single second. It's the world champion that has not been on television a lot, and that's my biggest
Right.
right. If you could find a way to book yourself a really strong main event scene with one champion, then yeah, go ahead and have one championship. I got to see it though because right now, besides Roman Reigns and maybe Drew McIntyre with Brock Lesnar on the picture, there's really not a lot of main event guys you could say are in that picture. Maybe Seth Rollins, maybe. But a lot of these other guys are right now in mid card feuds. In terms of the tag team division, what tag teams do you really have on the main roster right now besides the Street Profits? We've already seen that match done to death between the Street Profits and the Usos. I mean, you
Right.
have the Viking I'm saying the Viking Raiders. I'm not saying the stupid new name that they're giving them.
Right.
Whatever it is. I mean, what other teams do you have? There's no Arcade
Well,
Bro right now with Randy Orton out.
no, Randy Orton had successful back surgery.
Yeah,
So,
so he's not going to be back anytime soon.
um, and another thing too is which you brilliantly brought up last Monday night. I think what needs to happen here is that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn need to be a babyface tag team, and they need to go after the Usos. I think that is something that needs to go forward.
I think that's exactly where they're going, to be honest. I think they're going to be. They've been doing promo packages on Kevin Owens lately, and I think that Sami Zayn with the whole bloodline stuff is eventually going to go ahead where they're going to turn Sami Zayn into a heel or into a baby face. And I think
Right.
it just makes too much sense that you're going to put Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, who work incredibly well as a duo, put them
Right.
together, let them become a tag team together, and then let them eventually be the ones to take away those championships from the Usos
Right.
and become the new WWE Universal Tag Team Champions. It just makes too much sense.
Right.
Oh, here's Pac.
Oh, here's Pac. They're showing videos of Pac defending the championship, and Kip Sabian is in the audience. Oh,
WWE really screwed up with him. Like, they messed up so bad.
oh, with Pac.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
so talented, bro.
Well, I mean, Can we go down the list, Mitch, of the amount of people they screwed up? It's a long list of people that WWE screwed up. Some still there that weathered the storm, and others not so lucky. And that whole friggin' half of that friggin' roster in AEW is WWE wrestlers that were misused and screwed up in WWE.
Right. Because of Vince McMahon's booking purgatory.
Who's that walking down, Earl? Who's that walking down?
That's Stokely Hathaway, and he is confronting Ethan Page in the ring.
Wow, Malcolm Bivens.
Michael Bivens, excuse me. Pardon me.
Yeah, formerly Malcolm Bivens of NXT.
Right. Stokely Hathaway is in the ring, and he represents Jade and the baddies.
I don't get the hype with Jade either. She looks great. She sounds great. Still not that great in the ring, though. But I get why they're pushing her.
I would respectfully disagree with that. I think Jade has improved greatly from where she was in the beginning. And you cannot overgloss her undefeated streak that's in the ring.
Oh, yeah, because they built her up to make her look like an absolute monster in that women's division. They want her to go down as like an unstoppable force in that women's division until somebody who they feel can be on her level can finally defeat her. And right now, there's really nobody on that AEW women's roster that you could say is on her level to beat her. Unless you want to say Thunder Rosa, unless you want to say Britt Baker. I don't really see anybody else. Maybe Athena, Toni Storm, Ruby Soho, Ty Conti. Jamie Hayter. I'm throwing out names right now. Are any of these people at that? Penelope Cruz, the Bunny. Sky Blue, Anna Jay. Are any of these women that are on the level right now of what Jade Cargill is doing? I don't think so.
No.
She can't lose. She looks too dominant.
Looks like a monster.
Ring.
She's a monster.
She is a monster. She's built like a brick wall.
The matches she's had, the ladies have given it to her, but they just run out of gas. They just don't have an answer for her.
She just outpowers them. She's bigger, she's stronger, she just outpowers them. And that's where it should be. She's the female. She's going to be known as the female Goldberg. That's that's what her label is. She's the female Goldberg.
Oh gosh, I don't even want to go there.
She is though. She's being built like the female Goldberg, an unstoppable force in AEW, like Goldberg was in his role in his run when he was in WCW, where nobody could beat that guy until he eventually got screwed over by Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan.
Right.
So maybe that's how they eventually beat Jade Cargill. The difference is though, is Goldberg was a face when he was doing this. Jade Cargill's a heel.
Right.
I don't know. I think Jade is a great. She looks phenomenal. She's got good upside. She can cut promos well. It's just I think her in-ring work is still very much a work in progress. But she is one of the best things on that roster by far, not just with the men. What's going on, Brother AM? How you doing, bro? She's the best thing in that roster, period. Not just with the women.
Yo, what's good, Further? What's good, man?
What's up, Further? What's up, Further?
Congratulations on your win, Further, over Mitch.
What? Huh?
You guys were talking about how Further beat you and something?
Because on MK Headlines yesterday, we were just talking about how Eagles players just pay respect to the fans and stuff, and how these content creators are getting football players or getting noticed by Eagles fans. I said it's not about the money, it's not about the fame and all that. It's about getting recognized and being able to talk to these players and people and stuff. And Brian Dawkins liked Further AM's post on Twitter. Yeah. So I'm like, dude, you just won the game. And Philly Mike, Philly Talk Podcast, he's going to have Marcus Epps on his show on Friday.
Good for him.
He won the game. So you get what I'm getting at?
Philly Mike is one of the bigger. He's one of the bigger Eagles content creators out there as well as the Sixers. So I mean, I'm not surprised he's starting to get players representing coming on his channel. What happened?
The Acclaim just attacked the Gun Club. We are ready for the dumpster match. Now, let me explain to everybody how this match is going to work. In order to win this match, you have got to dump both of your opponents in the dumpster and close the lid.
So it's like a casket match.
Yeah.
There's something
Yeah,
like
I thought
that,
it was
yeah.
a one-on-one match. I thought it was just Wheeler Yuta versus Chris Jericho.
No, that didn't happen yet. That's the main event.
Oh, okay, my fault.
Do you guys like the Acclaim?
I love the
do.
rap. I love
do.
the rap. I think it's very funny. It's entertaining. I have no issues with the rap at all. I mean, people love it. I mean, they crack up at it. I mean, it's entertaining.
Caster's awesome on the mic.
Yeah.
Why? Is it the in-ring stuff that is a little bit weary?
Huh?
Is it the in-ring stuff that gives you a little bit of pause with the Acclaim?
I don't know. I don't have any issues with them.
Me neither. I love them. I think
I
they're an
have no.
excellent addition to AEW.
Yeah, I loved it. Now this match is gonna be what I call woolly wild and all over the place.
As it should. As it should be like that.
The spots in this match you won't be able to call it because they're gonna be doing some wild things in this match.
Mm-hmm.
This match has no disqualification, no count out. The only way to win this match, ladies and gentlemen, is you must put both your opponents in the dumpster and close the lid.
Who's in this match again?
The Acclaim
And
the Gun Club, yes.
I'm going with the Acclaimed. I think I'm going with the Acclaimed to win this. I think they could benefit with the victory a lot more than the Gun Club could.
Right.
I think they're one of the better acts on AEW too. I love the Acclaimed.
Yes.
Oh, throw him in the dumpster. Throw him in the dumpster. Close it up. Let's go, Max Caster and Anthony Bowens. Beat Austin and Colton Gunn, even though I like Austin and Colton Gunn.
Right.
And they've gotten a lot better too. I've always thought that Austin Gunn has a really good upside. And if you want to be a solo performer, he can do pretty well. I don't know about Colton. I think Colton's solid, but I think Austin's got the bigger upside when it comes to being a solo act with Colton. I hear Excalibur.
Oh, they're gonna close the lid. They're gonna close the lid. No.
Yeah, I can't be over that quick.
No. Oh, cookie sheet. Betty Crocker special cookie sheet to the head.
Is that chocolate chip, oatmeal, sugar? What Betty Crocker cookies are we getting? It's going to be thrown in the oven, baked 350. Going to be out in at least 30, 45 minutes.
I would say maybe about 18 to 20 minutes.
I was going to say, yeah, if you try to throw them in there for about 35, 40 minutes, you're going to be having some burnt cookies. You don't want that.
No.
You want those cookies coming out fresh and not too doughy.
Right, exactly. Now we're in picture, ladies and gentlemen. Picture. Mm-hmm.
I can't stand picture.
WWE is doing a lot now too. They're doing a lot of picture.
But you know something, Mitch? Let me just say something. It is a great way for you to not miss anything live in the ring, so that this way you can follow along with the action. Because let's say, for example, there's a pinfall in the match and you missed it because of the commercial. You won't miss that because you have picture.
Yeah, I get it, but it's just so small and you can barely see anything. So I'm like, oh wow, he did it. Wow, he did the DX suck it.
Oh man, that's funny. Let me ask you guys something. What is your favorite move in wrestling?
You mean
Just a move?
like a
What's your
finisher or just like
Yeah, there's like a finisher or a very 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 favorite move you like to see in wrestling?
I love when Kevin Owens does like that on the top rope, that fisherman suplex. It's one of my favorite moves when he always does that.
mine is old school. Not a lot of people talk about that.
Hmm. My favorite move in wrestling is the Huna Karana. I
Oh,
love.
the Hurricane Rana.
Yes, I love it. Love it. And I love a Canadian destroyer if it's done right.
Oh, here's another wrestler that could be returning back to WWE. Brandy Lauren.
Oh,
She's mostly like doing her little photos or whatever she does, like
right.
photo drops. But she's actually very good friends with Shotzi Blackheart, and I think that
Okay.
she could potentially come back and maybe like add to that women's division.
Oh, okay.
So I wouldn't be shocked if like a Brandy Lauren returns too. They said don't
Oh, okay.
overflow that roster too much.
No, like I said, I think that what Triple H should do is just, bring them back in increments, and don't bring them back all at once. Just bring them back in increments until you are satisfied, and then cut it off. And once the rosters have been full strength, then cut it off, and then you do the people that you got, and then promote them right.
That's the thing. If you keep adding more people, it's going to feel a lot like what AEW has been doing, where they have to keep throwing out new people all the time, and you're in a way stunning the growth of some of the other people that you've been pushing lately. So that's why I wouldn't bring a lot of people back. I would just bring back a few people that you think will garner some new eyes.
Right.
So I think that the 5 people, I would honestly bring back immediately if I was WWE. I would bring back Dakota. I would bring back Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae. Gargano would be
Hmm.
fantastic in this new Triple H type style that he has now. Candice
Right.
LeRae would add more depth to the women's division. You should definitely bring back Karrion Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux because their act was on fire in NXT. Their act was the best thing in NXT. Bordeaux is a great manager for Karrion Kross, and Karrion Kross looked like a friggin' badass with his entrance. He came off like a badass. And then the other
Right.
person I would bring back, of course, Bray Wyatt. If you can bring back Bray Wyatt, do it. Those are the 5 people I believe they should definitely bring back if it's possible.
The only thing is that I don't know if Bray Wyatt wants to come back to the WWE after he was treated so terribly.
Vince McMahon.
Oh,
Vince McMahon is the reason why he's fired. Vince is not there anymore. I think Bray Wyatt would definitely be open to a return to the WWE.
okay.
I mean, if Sasha Banks and Naomi, who are pretty much out the door, have now made an agreement to come back to the company once Vince McMahon left, everybody that was released that has not signed somewhere else, you know for a fact that they are thinking about a return back to WWE because they know they'll get a better creative control and better creative direction for them going forward.
Yeah, because the thing is that they're not being suffocated.
Exactly. And you don't think a Karrion Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux can't make an impact on Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown if you present them the way Triple H was presenting them when they first started?
Right.
Oh my God. You have a megastar right there immediately, and Scarlett Bordeaux puts that act over the top. Gargano is incredibly over with like that indie style fan base that loved his kind of work, and Candice LeRae is great too. So
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh, Max Caster is on top of the entranceway behind the gun club, one of the gun club, and he's going for a ride, and he sent him right into the dumpster.
he's in the dumpster. Oh my God, he's been playing in the dumpster. Don't allow humanity. Close the lid. Close the lid.
Okay, Anthony Castanel is going to do a mic drop on the right through the table. Now, throw him in the dumpster and close the lid.
Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold!
That's
Sorry,
it.
just cut off.
Wait, you gotta close it first.
Close it. Close that dumpster.
The
There's
Acclaim
one.
has won the match.
Right decision. Right decision.
What is up, Chad?
Chad, what's going on, bro? How you doing,
Chad,
son?
Yeah, right.
Chad, welcome to the Hardcore Sports Network. Please hit that like button.
Yep. Congratulations to Sean Spears and Peyton Royce, as they're going to be expecting their first child in the coming months.
Oh,
Congratulations to the newly parenting couple that came out just
nice.
odd, but I tried to throw out the right words. Congratulations to the couple on the birth, the news about their first child being born soon.
Yep. And the Acclaim is pulling the. What are they doing? Oh, they're gonna push them off the stage.
Oh my God! Are they really doing a remake of what happened in like 1997 when it was Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie when they got pushed off by the New Age Outlaws?
Yeah.
They're doing a remake of what they did on Monday Night Raw in like the late 90s. Wow.
They're pushing them off the stage. The Gun Club is in the. Oh no!
I like it. I like it.
The Acclaim just pushed the Gun Club off the stage with them inside the dumpster.
I like it.
Now, the Acclaim or the Gun Club is officially trash.
Pretty much. They've been thrown in the trash and they've officially been taken out.
Oh God!
Take it to the dumpster. Oh well. That should take them off television.
This is
for
worse
some
than
time.
being buried.
It really is.
Duh.
Is Billy gone out there?
No.
Menace Warner is taking on John Moxley.
How is Billy Gunn not out there with his sons
No,
that
that's
just got thrown off the
Friday.
stage?
Yeah.
That's Rampage.
Yeah.
So
Madison Ray is gonna make her debut.
Friday.
Yeah.
Madison Ray's wrestling?
Yes.
Interesting. Who's she wrestling?
They didn't say.
Oh,
It's
surprise
just a
opponent?
debut. They didn't say.
Debut. Who the hell is out there that's a free agent? Gail Kim?
Guess so.
I guess.
I don't know any WWE wrestlers that are free agents.
Oh, it's on TNT. I thought it was okay. Battle of the Belts is on TNT.
Yes. And it will be taped this Friday.
You know what? I might do that on Friday then.
Watch AEW?
On Saturday. Sorry, Saturday. I might do a. All right, Juice. Pause. Juice, you can think whatever you want. But what are we doing Saturday?
That's funny.
We got something playing.
On Saturday?
Why do I think we? Hold on. I gotta check this.
I think
schedule
so.
here.
Is there a UFC pay-per-view?
No, that's earlier. That's like a 2 or 3 or something. I still got to talk to Randy about that. I'm talking to him tomorrow.
Thunder Rosa is defending her title against Jamie Hayter. Wardlow will be defending the TNT title this Saturday night.
Hayter versus Rosa will be an interesting matchup.
Yeah.
Who's Wardlow facing?
Jay Lethal.
Oh, it's a long ball pod. Okay.
Oh, Jay Lethal versus Wardlow will be an interesting matchup.
So what time is the Battle of the Belts on
8 p.m.
8? It's on TNT.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I might do a watch party for that. I really am thinking about it.
Go for it.
Let's see. Match resume.
So
how
wait,
you-
Madison Rayne is going to be wrestling at Battle of the Belts?
No, she's
Friday,
going to be
Rampage.
on Friday Rampage live.
And they haven't named their opponent, so it's definitely going to be a debut.
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Who is a free agent right now that hasn't been signed?
She could wrestle that Nightingale woman. What's her name?
Willow Nightingale?
Willow Nightingale. She could wrestle her.
Yeah, if they
I
want to
love
make her look.
I love Willow Nightingale. She is just so infectious in the ring.
Well,
She likes to have fun.
If they want to give Madison Rayne a decent push, and they maybe put her against a lower level performer, unless they want Madison Rayne to just, put over somebody that they're just bringing in.
Right.
If we do it on Saturday night, if we do stream Battle of the Belts, would you guys want to do it?
I don't know if I can on Saturday.
Right. If not a lot of people can do it, then I'm probably just not going to do it then.
Yeah. I'll let you know later in the Thursday or Friday match.
Yeah, it's a little early, but yeah, I might do that because it's free. It's on TNT.
Yeah.
Because I'm.
Oh, they would. Nobody was gonna watch the show for that type of show for $60 or $50 or $60 and paying for it. They have to make that a free show.
Yeah,
Right.
because first of all, it's not live; it's taped, and everybody in there. Yeah, it is. It's
That's
taped
unfortunate.
after the live Rampage.
Oh, at least Rampage is live.
Right.
Maybe that's why they're having that debut person on Rampage versus Madison Rayne, because they want to get that pop.
Right.
Who is a free agent? Lashida's coming back. Where the hell has Hikaru Shida been?
I have no idea. They haven't booked her in anything.
Where's Riho?
She hasn't been booked on anything either.
Are they stuck in Japan right now?
I don't know. I don't know what the story is. I know Japan is still closed, I think, because of the pandemic.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
Hikaru Shida was your champion for a year. Riho was your first women's champion. Where are these two? They're at least the two Joshi women you want on your company and at least wrestling. Where the hell are they?
Right.
Especially Shida. WWE will take them. Maybe not Riho.
Right.
I don't know how Riho would do, but Shida, absolutely. I would take Shida in a second in the WWE.
Right. It's time for the main event. There's been enough talk. It is time for the main event. On Dynamite.
Wheeler Yuta better win. Wheeler Yuta better win. You guys think Jericho's going to win it?
Yeah, because it makes sense. I mean, I don't see Will Yuta going after Moxley for the championship next week on Dynamite. I don't think that's the road that they want to travel on.
No.
He'll give Jericho a run for his money, but it won't culminate into anything.
Oh, I didn't even notice it. He claimed actually rapped about Vince McMahon.
I missed that then.
Yeah, apparently they rapped about how, listen, no filter, I ain't on Instagram. We make the ass boys retire like Vince McMahon.
Oh, snap.
I mean, this is the problem I have with AEW. Can you stop always mentioning WWE? Like,
yeah,
every friggin' second, stop doing that. You don't need to, it just makes you look like you're craving attention. You don't need it. You guys are doing well on your own. You don't need to keep pushing the WWE button. Once in a while, it's fine. Not every friggin' show.
Right, exactly. I mean, you don't see WWE do that. They don't do
WWE
that.
doesn't care. They don't look at AEW as competition. They
No.
don't.
They don't look at them as a threat.
No.
Especially now, I think, like I said, I think the pendulum is swinging back in WWE's favor now with Triple H at the helm.
Yep.
Where I think a lot of things are changing in WWE's way, and all it needed to
Yep.
do was that change at the top. Because
Yep.
if that show that we got on Monday and the show we got on Tuesday are any indication, WWE's in good hands. And I'm just curious to see what they're going to do on Friday this week on SmackDown.
Yeah,
How
because
they're gonna book that
SmackDown
show.
needs that SmackDown needs a lot of help.
Guys,
just need to-
what's your favorite entrance music in AEW?
MJF. MJF.
Yeah, I would agree
Jericho
with that.
for me. I got Jericho.
Oh, Jericho, okay.
Judas thing is getting old.
Claudio!
Claudio Castagnoli is in the ring.
My favorite wrestler.
Let's go.
So Claudio Castagnoli will be in Will Yuta's corner.
Who's in Jericho's corner? Sammy?
No, 2.0.
Those goofs?
Yes.
Where's what do you call it? Where's Daniel Garcia? Wouldn't he be in his corner?
No, well, he's backstage.
Oh, because it's now it isn't 3-on-2. Like one team has two people and the other team has one.
Right.
Well, it is 2.0. Claudio could beat the crap out of both of them.
Mm-hmm. Remember, Jericho is wrestling with a broken nose.
Yes, he broke his nose during that
I thought
match.
you were going to
against
say a
Eddie
broken
Kingston.
freaking neck. I thought you were. I thought you were going down that route.
No, no.
I won a championship with a broken freaking neck.
I love it.
Legendary Kurt Angle.
Where's Angle now? Is he still with WWE?
I think
No,
in
he's
a
no
match.
longer with WWE. He's
not
no
with
longer with
anybody.
WWE.
Oh.
No.
He's
He
having
just
a
had
lot of bad health
surgery.
issues. Yeah, he's having a lot of bad health issues right now. I think especially with his knees. His knees are shot.
Yeah.
It's depressing to watch, like what's happened with Angle.
He just had hip surgery, I think.
Yeah. And it's sad to watch because of how great Kurt Angle was in the late 90s and early to mid 2000s. And even his run in Impact for a little bit.
Aubrey Edwards just ejected 2.0 from the ring.
So they ejected 2.0, but they did not eject Claudio.
Well, because he didn't interfere in the match.
Okay.
Mm.
Will they really actually give Wheeler Yuta the win?
No, I don't think so.
They should if you want to try to build more young stars. Put Wheeler Yuta in there and let him go at it with John Moxley. He puts on a great match. You might have another star in the making with Wheeler Yuta. Jericho doesn't need the match. Jericho's by far already a made man. I'd rather
Right.
see Yuta get his shot against Moxley.
Right. I
Plus
agree.
you have that little competition with the Blackpool Combat Club with Moxley versus Wheeler Yuta. How fun would that be?
Oh, yeah, that would be interesting. See, this is why I don't think that they want it like that. I think they just want Jericho to win the match and for him to march forward.
They probably want to have Jericho versus Moxley because they think it's a bigger match for
Right.
Battle of the Belts. I think
Right.
that's what that'll be a better match. I think honestly you're gonna get a better in-ring match with Wheeler Yuta versus John Moxley than you will with Jericho and Moxley.
Well, we have to see what happens.
That's true.
Remember, Yuta and Jericho are in this match, and the winner of this match will go on to compete for the interim AEW World Title at Quake by the Lake next week. Quake by the Lake next week on
Mitch is
Dynamite.
already laughing. Mitch is laughing at the name.
Why?
Quake by the Lake. That name makes me feel half baked,
Quake by the Lake.
and it makes my head shake.
Uh,
You mean shake and bake?
No, it's not, it makes my head shake. What a stupid name, Quake by the Lake.
say it 10 times.
No.
No. We're not really halftime. No, I'm
Yeah,
not saying
so
it 10 times.
and that will be in Minneapolis, Minnesota next week at the Target Center.
Oh my god. Hold on.
Mm.
Has there been any update on when Punk is expected back?
From what I understand, no. He's still in a lot of pain. They said from his foot surgery, he has to ice his foot every day. They
That's not
said that
good.
he's in a walking boot. So I don't expect him back anytime soon. I don't know when he's coming back.
Did he
But to
fracture
be
his
in
orbital bone?
no, the what he broke was the main bone in the big toe.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
What up, halftime?
yeah. He shattered the foot, basically.
God, they need Punk back on television too. Punk is such a major bonus for that show. What is Danielson doing? Did Danielson do anything tonight?
No. I think
Oh,
he
come
I
on.
I think he got reconcussed.
Stop it.
No,
He got
didn't he
concussed
appear
again.
last week?
Huh?
Didn't he show up last week?
Yeah, he did, but he didn't look good in the match. I
Oh,
think he got reconcussed.
Oh, my
bro.
God. No, if he's got concussed again, he might have to retire.
Well, we have to see what happens.
If he got concussed again, I don't know if doctors are going to clear him to wrestle. That's 2 concussions when he's already had major concussion issues in the past.
I know.
Oh, my God. I hope that's not true, Earl. Because that'd be such
I
a damn
hope
shame
not.
if Danielson has to retire.
I know. I hope not. But it didn't look good last week. He looked very lethargic in the match, and I was kind of concerned for that. I said, "Is he concussed?" I'm like, "What's going on?"
Or maybe he's having symptoms from his last concussion that he suffered. He could
Maybe
have,
I don't.
lingering systems.
But that's possible, and that maybe they cleared him too early.
Yeah. Because they probably thought, you know what, Bryan Danielson's name is too big to not have on the show, so we got to get him in there in some type of capacity. But he could have just had him
Right.
do a segment and maybe not a match too early.
Right.
That sucks. I hope that's not true.
We have to
That would
see.
be, that would be depressing. It's not exactly been a very, very good run for Danielson and Punk lately. They started off
No.
hot, like a hot on fire, and now the both of them,
Yeah.
their injuries are not exactly encouraging, the way you
No.
hear it. Especially the
No.
fact they're in their 40s now. They're not young kids anymore. I mean, those bones are not going to heal as quick, and those concussions aren't going to get better very quickly. It's going to take time.
No. Exactly. Tickets are still available, ladies and gentlemen, for Quake by the Lake. At the
Are you really trying to get me to like?
AEWTIX.com in the Target Center
I
for next week's
tweeted
Dynamite.
Quake by the Lake. Are you serious? Facepalm, facepalm, facepalm. Why? Like, no.
Didn't they
Let me
just
ask
do a
you.
bunch of Dynamite specials with Fight for the Fallen and then Fighter Fest?
Yes,
I
they
was fine
did.
with them.
And now they're going to do Quake by the Lake.
Why?
Tony Khan likes special names for special events.
Right, exactly.
Well, WWE does it too, so I can't be biased. WWE does it a lot too.
Right, exactly.
And Heatwave, I mean WWE NXT Heatwave is not exactly lighting it up when it comes to special names. That's not really a lot really creative either.
Mitch, would you wear a T-shirt that says Quake by the Lake?
No. I'll give that to the bullet. I'll give that to the gun club.
Quake by the Lake makes my head violently shake.
Well, what happens if the shirt on the front says "Quake by the Lake" and then in the back it says "I was there"?
No.
I was there. ... Unfortunately.
I'll be like, Quake by the Lake. Get me out of here for God's sake.
There you go. There you go. That's actually got a nice little ring to it.
Oh my God.
Jericho got the upper hand in this.
Will Yuta doing a tope suicida on the outside to Jericho. Now he's going to do a third one to Jericho. That's 3 tope suicidas. Will Yuta from the top rope, and he splashes Jericho. 1, 2, no. No.
When is War Games?
That would be the weekend before the Survivor Series.
I can't wait for War Games. That's gonna be fun.
And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Survivor Series will be on Saturday night. Saturday night, November the 25. Saturday night, November the 25 from Boston, Massachusetts. Oh.
I'm gonna go on mute real quick.
Okay.
Back. Earl, I got a question for you. Since Mitch
Yes.
is on mute right now. What WWE pay-per-view names would you like the company to bring back?
Well, they've already done In Your House. I like that. I would love to see No Way Out. I like to see that. I like that.
I'd love that.
Yeah, I love No Way Out. Let me see what else. Unforgiven. I would like that.
Me too. I would love Unforgiven back. You're missing a big one though. They're missing a couple of big ones that should be back.
Let me see. They did In Your House. Let me see what's another one. I'm trying to think of the
I
other
went to my
ones.
friend's stream, and I was like, Quake by Lake, are you serious? Then he goes, it's better than Great Balls of Fire.
That was a
Yeah.
stupid name too.
Yeah, that was dumb.
What about Backlash?
Yeah, but would this be a better show than Great Balls of Fire?
Oh, yes.
That was actually good. Great Balls of Fire was actually decent.
Yeah, no, it was a good pay-per-view.
So
Backlash should come back. Great Balls of Fire, the pay-per-view was great, but the name of it...
Wait, what?
Come back. Come on, please.
Oh, the
Great
Walls
Balls
of Jericho. He's tapping. Will Yuta taps to Jericho, and Jericho will go next week to Dynamite's Quake by the Lake.
I wonder which words. Quake by the Lake, or what was the one for WWE or NXT? Why was it? Heat Wave?
Heat Wave.
NXT Heat Wave. That's not next week, it's the week after.
Right.
So, ow.
Here comes Mr. Moxley.
What's going on? What's going on, Lucas? Can you please turn change market
Hey, Lucas, what's up?
Back to his old music. Enough with this Wild Thing stuff. Enough with the Wild Thing. Go back to his old thing.
Yes, next week it's going to be Jericho, Moxley, Quake by the Lake.
Oh, now you're just being an ass. You're just being an ass now.
I'm sorry.
You're enjoying saying that.
I'm sorry.
If I were Earl, I would have done it too. So I can't be mad.
I would definitely do it. But,
Yeah, I would definitely do it.
it's annoying. I'm gonna keep doing it.
I'm sorry,
Wait,
guys.
Derek, you're
I'm
saying something.
sorry.
Hey! Don't you dare say you're sorry. It's funny. You keep doing it if you
Do it
want.
now. For the network, there's something, but I'm thinking. I'm doing Fall Guys tomorrow. Why do I feel like I'm doing a stream? Oh, I'm doing a thing with the painted lines for the Sixers. We're gonna construct our own lineups and give them minutes. So, Lucas, you're definitely gonna like that.
Mm-hmm. Aren't the Swoop Boys going to be doing some stuff too?
They're live right now.
Oh, so the Swoop Boys are live as well. Okay.
Yeah, they're live right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And just a quick little reminder for my show with my co-hosts, Mac the Giants fan, Zion Zenith, and Adam Costas. We're going to be doing the Premium Take Show every single Sunday night. But soon it's going to be moved to Saturday night, as what we don't want it to conflict with the NFL season. So you're going to get premium takes every Sunday night for at least the next couple of weeks, and then eventually we're going to be moving our show to Saturday to not conflict with the NFL season. So you're going to get previews of games. You're going to get a whole bunch of updates around baseball, wrestling, etc.
Yes,
Right.
and
next
I.
Wednesday,
Yes.
I will be here. Hopefully, these guys will join me for Quake by the Lake. Why? I hate that name.
Yes, Quake by the Lake.
What do you think about Winter is Coming?
I like that better than Quake by the Lake.
Winter is Coming's got a nice ring to it. I like Winter is Coming.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
me too, Lucas. Me too. I can't wait for Michigan. Yay.
Me too. College football is going to be good. I can't wait for Rutgers. Rutgers is actually going to be on WFAN this year, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, it's long overdue, but then again, they sucked for so many years, so not a lot of people are going to want to put on a crappy team, but I'm excited.
Are you excited for Quake by the Lake?
No, because it makes my head shake, for God's sake.
Hey, you took my line.
Yeah, well, no, I didn't take your line. I didn't take your line. I added pizzazz to it with my own line. So I just borrowed your line and
we
gave it some
know
more energy.
that this couldn't be more fake. All right, on that note.
And I don't like, and the one Atlanta Braves fan that drives me nuts, his name is Blake.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. He's still got to get his streams together for this weekend. Come on.
I love messing with Blake sometimes, but he loves messing with me.
Dude, he messes with everybody. I love that kid.
Hey. There's one team on the Rutgers schedule we could beat. It's Temple. So bring it.
Oh.
Rutgers versus Temple. Let's go.
He's a huge Temples fan.
You guys are a solid team. I want to see how you guys do this year, but I think Rutgers finally might be starting a little bit of a turnaround. No, we're not competing for a Big Ten championship. Let's not go nuts. But I think we got a chance.
At least
we actually might be a decent team.
At least you're not competing at Quake by the Lake, for God's sake.
Okay, just stop it now. You're beating that. You're beating that like too much. It's sleeping now. It's sleeping at the bottom of the lake. It's taking a nap. It's on a boat right now. There's a hole in the middle of the boat, and it's sinking faster. No, I can't say it. I was gonna say another thing, but I don't want to say it in case somebody,
Yeah, I know.
I gotta look up on your team, Lucas. I gotta check out Temple and see, scout more about their team. I gotta do more stuff with Rutgers too. Adding Rutgers stuff to my channel.
Me and Jeffrey will be back together with you on Monday night for the Monday Night Raw watch along. I'm going to be live. Monday Night Raw. I mean the watch along this Monday night.
We do. Oh, you don't do SmackDowns, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay, that's fine.
No, I don't.
Well, we're gonna do Quake by the Lake. Yay!
Just ignore him, by the way. Ignore him when he keeps saying that. Everybody just shake your head when Mitch keeps saying Quake by the Lake. No, I just said it. God damn
I'm
it.
going to every Temple home game this year because my brother gets pizza. Yeah, you told me about that.
Mm.
I'm partially a Penn State fan.
Who's Penn State's quarterback this year?
I don't know, but look, at least it's not a quake by the lake.
And on that note, everybody, thank you for coming by the stream tonight. Watch the AEW watch along with myself, Earl Cole, as well as Mitch Kopsky. If you haven't already, please hit the like button below. Subscribe if you haven't already to the Hardcore Sports Network and to these 3 individual channels right up here. If you haven't already, to Mitch Kopsky, to Earl Cole, as well as MYG JetBT 3285. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming by the stream tonight.
Temple
and
sucks. Move them, have them play in Chester Union Stadium.
Oh.
You know what?
Go ahead, Earl.
Just to let everybody know that I will be back tomorrow night with the Wrestling Experience, and my guest will be Drew on the Beat. He's making a debut on my channel. And then I will be back on Monday night with Jeffrey, and we're going to be doing Monday Night Raw. Watch along. So yeah, so tune in to that. Tune in tomorrow night, and then tune in Monday night for the Raw watch along as we begin the Triple H era.
Exactly. And if you still want to get your content fix on the Hardcore Sports Network, make sure to tune over right now on the Hardcore Sports Network for the Eagles podcast that's going on with the Swoop Boys. So if you want to get some more of your Eagles fix, tune into those guys, and they're going to give you great content when it's concerning the Philadelphia Eagles.
And they'll give you the Quake, and they will give you the Quake by the lake. By the way,
I hate you too. I hate you too.
All right, guys. On that note, please subscribe, like, share. We'll talk to you all later. Have a great night.
Have a great night, guys.